This book is called The Greatest Salesman in the World, and this is part 2. Part 2. And we are at chapter 15. 74 on your PDF, it's 111 in the book. Here we go. Chapter by chapter. Listen and learn. I have shattered my efforts in many directions. I have wasted so many seasons running from one rainbow to the next. I have spent countless years letting empty buckets down into empty wells. Success, happiness, wealth, I continue to hope would someday be mine. I waited in vain. Without the miracles of these scrolls, I might have waited forever. How sad! On the street of by and by, one eventually arrives at the house of never. Ooh, what do you think it means? You didn't find a PDF without? Okay. I will get it to you. Okay? But for now, just listening practice. What do you think he's talking about? He is talking about something in life that you shouldn't do. But what is it? What is it? I have wasted so many seasons running from one rainbow to the next. What is he talking about? Why am I not seeing any comments, TikTok? Come on, TikTok. There you go. Again? I have spent countless years letting empty buckets down into empty wells. What is he talking about? He is talking about, no, not feeling down, not kind of like opportunities. Empty feelings? No, Superbugger, no. Again? Listen. I have wasted so many seasons running from one rainbow to the next. I have spent countless years letting empty buckets down into empty wells. He is talking about wasting time. Wasting time. Running from rainbow to rainbow. What are you doing? Emptying empty buckets into a well? He is wasting time. Doing things that don't help your future. Doing things that don't help your future. I waited in vain. In vain means for nothing. For no reason. Again, we're gonna continue. And you will learn to understand. Okay? Because I don't have time to do every sentence 5 times. Then we're gonna be here in 2 hours. Listen to the next sentence. All that is now behind me. Now I understand why success has eluded me. Now I understand why I haven't been successful. Eluded means avoided you. When something is eluding you, it's trying to not show itself. The person who is perpetually hesitating between which of two things he or she will do neither. I will give you the explanation. The person who doesn't make a choice or who is always thinking about making a choice will not make a choice and will be stuck. If I waver from plan to plan, from goal to goal and constantly bent in the wind like a lily to every point in the compass, I will never accomplish anything great or useful. Guys, if you always change your goals, if you always change the thing you say you're gonna do, but then you do something else, you're never gonna be anywhere. You will never be anywhere. When you are always starting things but never finishing things, you are never gonna get anywhere in life. You wanna learn English? Then practice English every day. Don't be like, I have been practicing for 3 years, but actually, you're not practicing whatsoever. All the time you're changing your goals. Yeah, this was too hard, so now I did the guitar, now I'm doing piano, and then I'm doing drums. If you're always changing, and he also doing drums. If you're always changing, and he also says, if you're always changing, this is, why did we have lag? Oh, because my phone is hot. Overheating. I am changing to mobile data. My phone is almost overheating. That's how hot it is today. That's why the lag. Let's see if it's better on mobile data. Because it doesn't have to search for the Wi-Fi. I will never accomplish anything great or useful. If you are always changing the thing you say you want to do, you're never gonna accomplish anything useful. It is those who concentrate on but one thing at a time who advance in this world. Focus on one thing. The great man or woman is the one who never steps outside his or her speciality or foolishly dissipates his or her individuality. So you focus on your speciality, and dissipating your individuality means listening to yourself. Don't listen too much to other people. Dissipating means you take too much of other people. Now I know the great secret that was always before my eyes, and yet I was too blind to see it. Always will I throw my whole self into the task at hand. Always will I throw my whole self into the task at hand. Focus on one thing at a time. Guys, multitasking doesn't exist. It's just your brain switching very fast from one thing to another thing. I also always thought, oh, I can do many things at a time. It's hard. It's really, really hard. Give your 100%. Yes. The great difference between those who succeed and those who fail does not consist in the amount of work done by each, but in the amount of intelligent work. Not just work, but smart work. Many of those who fail most ignominiously, I've never heard of this word. Many of those who fail most ignominiously do enough to achieve grand success, but they labor haphazardly at whatever they are assigned. So many people who work on many different things, they achieve success, but they are working haphazardly, which means so now and then, not always, not consistency, haphazardly. which is not consistent. At whatever they are designed. Building up with one hand to tear down with the other. Working against yourself. Good point. They do not grasp circumstances and change them into opportunities. Circumstances. Note how he says not problems, circumstances. They do not grasp circumstances and change them into opportunities. They have no facility for turning honest defeats into telling victories. With ability enough and ample time, the major ingredient of success, they are forever throwing back and forth an empty shuttle, and the real web of their life is never woven. Many people just do random things that they think work, but they don't work. You gotta give it your 100. Focus 100% on the thing that you are doing. When you say you are learning English, learn English. Scrolling on TikTok is not learning English. Focusing on one class for a few minutes, that's learning English. And that's what you should do. Never again will I only lay my hands on my work when I have committed my entire being. My eyes are open at last. I will do whatever I am doing henceforth, as if there was nothing else in the world of any importance. The creation of 1,000 forests is in a single acorn. You know, the seed. The concentration and perseverance built the great pyramids on Egypt's plains. It all starts from one single thing. But you gotta have that one single thing to start out with. The master of a single trade can support a family. The master of 7 trades cannot support himself. The wind is never for the sailor who knows not to what port he is bound. Now I know where I want to go, and I know how to reach my destination. That is why it's so important to have a goal. Because if you don't have a goal, you do so many different things at the same time. Like, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. Have a goal. Take the steps towards that goal. And if you're doing something and you don't know if it helps, ask yourself, is this getting myself closer to my goal? Yes or no? If no, bye-bye. If yes, keep going. It's that simple. It is that simple. See you later, Trinity. Hope you have a good day. We're gonna leave soon too. Don't worry about it. I'm halfway. Always will I throw my whole self into the task at hand. Not many things indifferently, but one thing supremely. Not many small things, but focusing on one thing. That's what he says, guys. That's what he says. Is in demand of our world. Yeah, nobody cares if you do many things. Nobody is known for doing many things if they didn't do one thing good first. He who shatters his efforts cannot hope to succeed. Shattering your effort means Giving a little bit to a lot. It says you gotta focus. If a salamander be cut in two, the front half will run forward and the other backward. Such is the progress of he who divides his purpose. Success is always jealous of scattering energies. Focus your energy. You don't know what you're good at, you gotta find out. Focus on one thing for a week. If it doesn't work out, focus on something else for a week. And follow your heart. Listening to yourself is so important. I am prepared for great changes in my life. The world will know I have changed course. What an immense power over life is the power of possessing direct aims. Your goals are powerful. It's not just, a goal. No, it is you working towards that goal, getting better. That is your purpose. My voice, my dress, my look, my very motions and gestures will change as I begin to live my days with a purpose. How could I, like so many others, have remained blind to this truth? The person who knows one thing and does it better than anyone else, even if it's only be the art of raising lentils, receives the crown he merits. No matter what it is that you do, it matters. And if you do it better than anyone else, you will get not a trophy. Not a trophy, but you will receive the crown of merits. If he raises the best lentils by having concentrated all his energy to the end, he is a benefactor of mankind. He is helping out other people. You have the best vegetables, everybody wants your vegetables. You are helping out mankind. And you will be rewarded for it. Always will I throw myself into the task at hand. I will decide on my goals and keep them forever in my thoughts. We find only what we seek with all our heart. If I look for nothing in particular from life, I will find just that. No goals, you will be average or less than average in life. It's just the honest truth. The bee is not the only insect that visits the rose, but is the only one that carries honey away. It matters not how rich the materials we have gleaned from the years of our study and the toil in our youth. If we go out into life with no well-defined idea of our future work, we can be certain that there will be no happy and accidental circumstance that will arrange what we do into an imposing structure with magnificent proportions. It says, if you don't have a goal, then don't expect your life to be successful and to find comfort in every day waking up. Because structure comes with your goals. We are often told to aim high in life, but we must aim at what we would hit instead. A general purpose is not enough. We have 5 more minutes. The live stream is 5 more minutes. The arrow shot from the bow does not wander around to see what it can hit on its way, but flies straight to the mark. The widely dispersed explosion of thunder produces no results compared to a single concentrated bolt of lightning. Now I know that I cannot pursue a worthy goal steadily and persistently with all the powers of my mind and yet fail. If I focus the rays of sun with a burning glass, even in the coldest days in the winter, I'll kindle a fire. If you focus, you will get there. It might take a very long time, but you will get there. Always will I throw my whole self into the task at hand. The weakest living creature, by concentrating his goals, his powers on a single object, can accomplish good results, while the strongest, by dispersing his effort over many chores, may fail to accomplish anything. You've got to focus. Drops of water, by continuously falling, hone their passage through the hardest rocks. But the hasty torrent rushes over it with hideous uproar, leaves no trace behind. I will leave my traces. The world will know I have been here. Always will I throw my whole self into the task at hand. Whew! What a chapter, guys. What a chapter. The summary of the chapter is simple. When you focus on your goal, you have that goal, you focus on your goal, and you put all your energy towards that goal, you will make it. But no matter how strong you are, no matter if you're stronger than anybody in the world, if you divide your energy goes out like the fingers in your hand, you're not gonna achieve anything. Same comes with English. If you constantly focus on then grammar and speaking and listening and blah 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 and this and that, you're not gonna achieve anything. Focus on the thing at hand. Today you're listening, focus on the listening.